Camp comes too easily these days. I'm wearing, instead, my most comfortable pajamas, the ones with the pug dogs you bought me for my birthday last year. They are about the only ones my chemo-blistered skin can bear. Before I put them on, I took a shower and washed what's left of my hair. Maybe it was cowardly to wait to do this until Charles was out of town. His mother, who is only a few years older than I, is ill too, and poor Charles hasn't known whom to nurse more dutifully. He refuses to discuss my death, pulling instead all sorts of prophylactic voodoo, like purchasing cruise tickets for next spring or placing a down payment on a pure-breed Mastiff puppy, if you can imagine, as if he can mortgage me back to life, keeping me on the ventilator of increasingly onerous financial obligation. I know he will be furious when he gets back from Philadelphia, but maybe he'll take his mother with him on that cruise through the Cyclades. My only real regret is not seeing you one last time. I left you a message before you went on the air, something light and innocuous, and I hope you're not too shocked to hear it after you get the news. I want this goodbye to set the tone for all the memories that follow it. When people approach me about my show, they never want to talk about the cut-rate monster movies. Most can barely remember the titles. No, it is the irreverence of the interruption they cherish, the silliness and explosions. I made it my career for decades, but only now do I begin to understand the need to terrify, followed by the even greater need to puncture the fear we've called into being. It is a surrender and recovery that feels suspiciously like love. The tea kettle whistles, and I reach for my mayapple and burdock, those holistic Manhattan cancer quackeries that always bring me full circle back to the mountain, when I remember I don't need them anymore, and pour myself a whiskey instead. Yet that, too, reminds me of the mountain. I have come a long way from ghost stories and digging roots. Here, in the door of the balcony, I can look out over the huddled city, as underdressed for the weather as I on this miserably frigid August night. I don't like to think the weather has made my decision for me, but at my age, it's difficult to face inclemency in any form. You can't help but feel the world has given up, and yourself a bit with it. It has been the coldest, wettest summer on record, hasn't it? At least that's what you keep telling us down at your news network, where you are always searching out new ways to panic us. Something to add to the wars and the stock market and the depressions. Your 24-hour cycle has grown more hysterical each year, that creepy crawl across the bottom, constantly breaking non-news. And now, with every inch of the screen filled and moving left to right, with no more hours left in the day, I wouldn't be surprised if your people weren't working on a particle gun to beam bad news directly into our dreams, stealing that last refuge where nightmares might still be personal. You've given us all sleep impotence, Wallis. But lucky for us, there's a small blue non-habit-forming pill for that. Don't think I haven't noticed who sponsors your broadcast. The fog over Manhattan tonight hangs like the fog in the hollow where I grew up. And maybe that is what has me stitching together memories of my own first horror movie. A grainy, convulsive thing projected onto the bedroom wall of our dog-trot cabin. I was in bed where Tucker's car had put me. The sun had set, but no lamp was yet lit, and it was moving toward the shadow darkness that allows terror free play in the minds of suggestible young boys. He sat next to me on the counterpane with his hand-cranked projector steadied on our family